All right, so here I am. I'm moving from law enforcement into dealership. I landed Proline Trailers. Proline Trailers is at the time is just a straight dealership. It's transitioning from a parts department, race car parts, performance parts, and it's starting to move. A lot of that business is being migrated to online, and there's some big players in the business that are taking their storefront presence, their catalog presence, and they are moving those into an online website. So you can, a lot of the local auto parts and performance parts you can order online that ship right to your door, free shipping, versus catalog shopping. So the whole hot rod performance part was deeply local, especially was deeply affected by e-commerce as it came on in that '05 to 2010 range. So some people still shopped locally for that, but most of the majority of that had migrated on to e-commerce. So here I am. I'm landed at Proline Trailers to be a salesperson, and I'm bringing in law enforcement and public safety experience. And one thing immediately I learned when I went to work there and started trying to figure out, I probably did not have the phone skills, definitely didn't have the phone skills, probably pushed my initial customers away while I was trying to find my voice. And I started paying attention to how calls would close. And when you are selling like what I was doing, when you're selling enclosed open trailers, these range from at the time anywhere from open trailers range from anywhere from $600 to um, $4,000, $6,000, and then your enclosed trailers would start at around $2,000, and there was really no ceiling for those. It's easily to put together $100,000 double stacker race trailer. So and then we also sell living quarters trailers. So we all cut our teeth learning how to sell the small stuff, 6x12s. That $600 to $2,000 range. That's money that you want. Obviously, you want to get that money, but allows your sales team to kind of just find their voice. And that's what I did. Learning um, learning just how to sell, what people were looking for, and the terms inside the business are very unique. You know, you're talking single axle, no brakes, when it takes to have brakes, the guiding the customer on what vehicle that they need to use. So those are all the things that went into, and that's just little drops in the bucket. There's a lot of effort that goes into qualifying someone who's buying a trailer. So we'd always ask, well, I'm looking to buy a trailer. Okay, what are you hauling? What's your tow vehicle? And that helped us kind of set the stage for what they were, what trailer we could put them in. If they were looking to haul a race car and they had a Ford Ranger, it's hard to put those in those 24-foot enclosed trailers because you're talking about a 3,500-pound trailer. Ford Ranger's weight rating's only about 3,000 pounds, so we encourage them to go to an open trailer or really take a hard look at their tow vehicle. Yeah, just so anyway, here's so as I'm moving through there, the biggest thing I learned was stop overcomplicating the sales process. Those two questions are kind of our foundation questions: is what are you hauling? What's your tow vehicle? And then finally, we say where are you located at, because it helped us. We had some different pickup areas that we could push our customers to. So when you're looking at your own business, is when you're qualifying your buyers and when you're qualifying your sales, take whatever commodity that you're selling, be thinking about that. What's two questions or three questions that you can ask to help qualify your buyer to the product that you're going to place them with? Ultimately, I end up at a big box store working and started selling different things there as well, and it really helped accelerate that because in big box stores typically you have your better products are eye level things, kind of your A sellers are eye level, and your expensive items are up top. So you'll see that in most any retail establishment is eye level stuff is their A sellers. The stuff on the bottom shelf is bottom shelf. So when you think about alcohol and how they relate to alcohol. Sometimes you'll hear bottom shelf, top shelf, right? So those are less expensive and more expensive high level. So you as a business owner or as someone who's starting out trying to learn sales is think about those 1 to 3 questions that you can ask to help qualify your buyer. After you get your answers to them, here's what I did was I just became a guide. And I would say, here's option A. I learned out to how to be a guide, a solid 6 to 10 months into this. And I'm making this video to help collapse that gap for you. So for me, trying to figure it out on my own, no help except from the owner, trying to read some books, watching some videos, trying to really figure it out on my own, not knowing that there was such a thing as going out and finding sales training. This was the strategy that I helped develop for myself. Was I knew the number one asked question, especially if it was someone on the lot, was they wanted to know the price of about everything. What's the price on that? So I had mapped out our lot on a card, and I kept it in my pocket, so I could always ask, "Oh yeah, it's this price." Here's the other thing I did was we used to do sales price and then processing fee. I took the game out of it. I took the whole let me car dealer it. I was just like, this is a total out the door. You pay your own tax title. This is what you're going to pay me as long as you pay me cash or check. So I just started taking all the numbers and rolling them into an out the door price. And then, so my 3 questions: hey, what are you hauling and what's your tow vehicle? And then I was able to lean into, hey, this is my suggestions. Then I just started acting as a guide and just kind of nurturing the customer, not selling them anything at all, but just guiding them into letting them tell me, well, this is some things I need, and me saying, okay, this model over here has all those things. Is this going to be something that's high mileage? Like in what I sold in trailers, you didn't want to take the cheap trailer and try to make it a long haul or doing hot shot loads. You didn't want to take that cheaper trailer because it's not made for that. It's not made for everyday abuse just because the studs are further apart and the metal on the outside is thinner. So and what it helped me do is it helped me feel good at the end of the day that I had guided people in the right direction versus trying to sell them something that was typically unnecessary. So think about that as you are trying to develop your sales team, as you are trying to work better at yourself at getting sales, getting your sales experience down. So let's work on that. Be thinking about those couple questions you can ask to help qualify your buyer, and then we're going to talk more about what it takes to be a guide. All right, have a good one.